As you make your way through Temple of Slaughter, you will encounter really no special trash mobs, super easy mini bosses and an end boss with 2 major mechanics which you have to understand to not wipe your group over and over again. So don't be the guy who don't understand the boss and let me explain you in just 5 minutes what you have to do. Okay, let's start. So as soon as you're level 50, you will have access to 6 tier 1 dungeons, and one of them is Temple of Slaughter. Usually I would always start now with the trash mobs and the mini bosses, but there's really nothing to explain and I just don't want to waste your time. So just smash your head on the keyboard and you will somehow get to the end boss. Okay, so let's come directly to the end boss. The boss has 2 simple attacks and 2 major mechanics. Okay, first of all, he's doing a little swipe attack with his tail. So here just all melee players who standing behind him need to be a little bit careful. The attack is not killing you, but it deals quite a bit of damage and you don't want to be too low life when you get into the other mechanics. The next attack he's doing is a poison attack he's shooting onto some players. And this poison attack will leave a poison area under the player. Poison is obviously bad, so just move out of it. Okay, now the first major mechanic starts when one player is being shot by a green projectile, which makes the player glow green. The player will shortly after be stunned. Right after he is being stunned, the boss will shoot 3 fireballs onto the target. This deals quite a bit of damage. But players can stand in between the stunned green player and the boss to block the damage of the fireballs. Okay, so how to play the mechanic now? So one player glows up green. Now he runs a little away from the boss, especially as a melee, so that the players can actually block those fireballs. Important here is also that these fireballs deal quite a bit of AoE damage. So if the marked player is too close to the boss, you can't block the attacks anymore. Okay, but now the player is being stunned. Now usually in the early game, every player can block 1 fireball at max. It depends a little how much HP everyone has at that moment and what kind of gear you have. But anyways, usually the tank always starts blocking the first attack. If the healer is playing with Blessed Barrier, he should give it the tank now. Even though I don't like the spell in PvE because it's most of the time useless, in this specific mechanic it can be really nice. Whatsoever, the tank needs to decide, can I tank a second one or not. If the healer heals him directly back to full life, he might even tank all 3 shots. If not, someone else needs to step in and block another attack. Just always be careful that these deal quite a bit of AoE damage, so don't stack for some reason. And look for the HP of your teammates and see if they can block an attack or not. Okay, now let's come to the second major mechanic. Here, before the boss fight starts, a few responsibilities needs to be assigned to the players. First of all, there are 4 different grappling hooks in the arena, which are marked with a small colored flag. There's a green, a blue, a red and a yellow flag. Before the boss fight starts, one player has to be assigned to one of the colors. Usually when you get to the boss, you say what kind of a color you are taking, but each color needs to be assigned to someone. Now from the last 2 persons, one person can chill and the other one needs to do some parkour action, which also needs to be assigned to one of the players. So 5 out of the 6 players have a specific job in this mechanic. Okay, so the boss mechanic starts when he's doing a little jump in the middle. At this moment 4 pillars are appearing around the arena. The player who has been assigned to do the parkour stuff has to shoot himself with a grappling hook into the air. In the air he glides just shortly while then connecting to the next pillar, shooting himself even further into the air. And then he glides on top of the chandelier. Here the player needs to pull the lever, so he just has to interact with the object. While he's doing that, all players on the bottom are getting attacked by fireballs and poison shots, so everyone really needs to be careful here not dying. Now as soon as the player pulls the lever, everyone else can use the grappling hook on the collar he's assigned to. Don't be scared, you can't use it too early. As soon as the lever is pulled from the parkour guy, you are able to use your grappling hook and you immediately should use it. So while the parkour guy is flying, you are waiting at your flag till you can use your grappling hook. As soon as all 4 players use his grappling hook, a bunch of water is falling onto the boss and the mechanic is mastered. When you use the grappling hook, don't forget to morph afterwards that you are not getting any fall damage. If it takes too long, he's doing crazy AoE damage all over the place till everyone is dead. Of course, the person who has no assigned job needs to watch out if he can help somewhere. So one person glides to the top of the chandelier and pulls the lever. Then all 4 grappling hooks are used and that's it. Sounds easy, but this can be really chaotic. Okay, but that's it. If there are open questions, please don't hesitate and ask me in the comment section. If you are new to Throne and Liberty, just a reminder that there's a starter series where I explain all the fundamentals about the game. If you like the content and want to support me, don't forget to subscribe and like and share. Thanks a lot and see ya in the next one.